EastEnders, where are the Butcher and Spraggan kids now? EastEnders may have recently reintroduced Tiffany Butcher, but what has happened to the rest of the blended Butcher/Spraggan clan? After amalgamating their families in 2013, Bianca and Terry later decided to move their bullshit brood out of London, and until this year, we'd barely heard from them since. With the Butcher kids now scattered between Walford, Milton Keynes and beyond, we couldn't resist looking into what the cast are up to now. Here's what we found out. 1. Whitney Dean, Shona McGarty. Let's start with the most obvious. As the oldest of the Butcher kids, Whitney has been making waves in Walford for the last 10 years, and if we're honest, we can't really imagine the place without her. Whitney was introduced back in 2008 when Bianca returned to the show and was quickly thrown into one of EastEnders' most controversial storylines to date. When Bianca's partner Tony joined the clan in the square, it became apparent that he had been abusing a then 15-year-old Whitney since the age of 12, and the hard-hitting plot eventually led to his arrest. Since then, Whitney has been involved in a number of other high-profile storylines, including her sexual exploitation at the hands of Rob Grayson, Jody Latham, her troubled marriage to Lee Carter, her short-lived fling with his dad Mick, and more recently, getting engaged to newcomer Woody Lee Ryan. 2. Tiffany Butcher, Maisie Smith. Little Tiff first bounced onto our screens in 2008 and has been causing trouble ever since. Tiffany is the daughter of Bianca and Ricky and was the product of the one-night stand they had during their 2002 spin-off show, Ricky and Bianca. Tiffany swapped Walford for Milton Keynes back in 2014 when the family moved away for a fresh start. However, she's recently returned to our screens full of feistiness, sass, and a newfound love of hashtags. #don't ask. During her 3-year break from the show, Maisie Smith tried her hand at a music career and even released a few singles. 3. Liam Butcher, James Ford. Liam is the oldest child of Bianca and Ricky, having been born prematurely on Christmas Day 1998. The youngster appeared intermittently in the years that followed, but it's James Ford who really made the role his own when he joined the show back in 2008. Unlike the rest of the Butcher kids, Liam didn't leave for Milton Keynes in 2014, instead staying on for another year and departing with his girlfriend Cindy Williams. Since leaving the show, James, now 21, has been keeping his fans updated on his antics on both Instagram and Twitter. You may or may not be interested to know that he now sports a man bun. 4. Morgan Butcher, Devon Higgs. Baby of the brood, Morgan is the child Bianca shares with Ray Dixon. Remember him? Like Whitney and Tiff, Morgan was introduced in 2008 when the new generation of Butchers descended on Walford, and he later met his dad Ray when he arrived in 2012. Since leaving in 2014, young actor Devon seems to have taken a break from acting, but he did return briefly for Whitney's wedding in 2016. 5. TJ Spraggan, George Sargent. George played TJ from 2013 to 2014 and is the son of Bianca's partner Terry. TJ was forced to move to Walford when Terry and Bianca decided to bravely blend their feisty families after meeting in Manchester. George recently reprised his role as TJ for a couple of episodes when Whitney got in touch with him over Tiffany's mysterious antics. Fans also know that he is the father of Cindy J&R's baby, Beth, who is being raised by the family, last time we checked. Since leaving the show, George has appeared in historical drama The Hollow Crown, as well as a few short films. He can be found tweeting here. 6. Rosie Spraggan, Jersey Swindler. Like her brother TJ, Terry's daughter Rosie moved to Walford in 2013, where she was forced to endure the tricky task of sharing a bedroom with new stepsis, Tiffany. Shock horror. Since leaving EastEnders, Jersey has appeared in E4 show Stage School, which follows the lives of students and teachers at a real-life stage school.